Hey guys, it's Eclectic, and today I have for you guys a build video slash decoration video. I'm currently building in Willow Creek, and I'll explain a little more about the lot and the sim that I made this house for in just a second. But just a heads up, I did record majority of me decorating the house. Clearly, as y'all can see on the screen, I recorded me building it, right? The beginning process of all of this. But towards the end, when I was trying to finish recording and I was finishing the upstairs part of the house, it didn't record me doing the guest bedroom downstairs and then the toddler room. So I thought I was recording because I remember me pressing record, and then when I went to stop it and I went to look, nothing recorded of that. So the only thing that got recorded of the upstairs was the master bedroom. There were other bedrooms upstairs, but I didn't feel like doing those right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have been decorating this house for the last week. So I was over it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was over it. I think it took me about a week to do this house. Usually I'm a lot quicker when it comes to this stuff, but because I don't do it as often as I used to, I don't even think it's that though, to be honest with you, because there are times where I'll build more than I'll actually play. Like all I ever will do at times is just build and decorate, and then I'll get off the game, and then I'll come back and do the same thing. And so I think now it's just kind of like, so it's either I'm tired or I just don't do it enough. But either way, I was getting tired, so it took me a lot longer to do this build. Plus the build is really big. It's for a family. So yeah. So I'm really sorry about that, but I will have a slideshow for you guys at the end of it, and showing you guys kind of like the rooms that I did and that are pretty much fully furnished. Now I could make the video a little bit longer going through like the details and things, because I keep adding stuff every time I come back to it. I keep adding little things. I'm trying to be careful, because when I do that and I add too much, or like so here's the thing, I have a lot of clutter when it comes to build items, and so there are some build items that are broken. So when I put them in the build and then I go in game and have a sim go to that lot, the lot won't load. And that's because there is a clutter item, and I usually don't know which one it is. And it's usually a clutter item, and it's broken. So I'm trying not to, but as y'all can see, and when we get to that part, as y'all will see, I'm still adding stuff. So I kind of have to calm down a little bit. So not every room is decorated. That's also another reason. Also, there is a sim in this household that will be moving out. So there was no point in me decorating a whole nother room, and the sim's not going to be in it. The other two rooms are for future children, for the main sim to have later. As of right now, it's just the sim, her parents, and her little brother and her son. That's all in the household right now, because I plan on moving her sister out. But yes, so again, we're in Willow Creek. Now, the family that I'm referring to in my save, they're the Woods family. Tanisha, I guess, would be the matriarch of the family, I guess. She's kind of the celebrity in the family. She's not like an A-list celebrity or anything. She's a rising star. But she does come from a pretty wealthy family. Her parents were very heavily into saving their money, and Tanisha kind of took that and ran with it. Tanisha is very much a fashion girl, so you guys will see a lot of designer, like the purses, and she really likes Chanel, so you guys will see those in the build as well. Now they've been on this lot since I've made them, but the house that they had before, I got tired of looking at it, and I made it like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. So I was like, yeah, it's time to change it. I did redecorate it, but then I still wasn't liking the outside of the house. It had really nice curb appeal. Of course, I got tired of it, so I made this house. So that's the house. And so as far as Tanisha is the sim I've had for a while now. Actually, I made her originally back in 2017. I think her and like 4 or 5 other Sims, all of them are like the only Sims I've ever like replayed continuously. Like I usually will pick one of those 5 or so to start a new save. So she's one of them. So she's an old Sim. She's been in 3 different saves, this one being the 3rd. I usually kind of keep the same story for her in each save. She starts off with her ex-boyfriend, at least in the save it's her ex-boyfriend. He is a serial cheater in my mind. So they always end up together in the save. They'll stay together and then they'll break up because he's messing with somebody. And so, but they always have a kid. And it's usually always a boy. Every save I put her in, with him in it, they've had a relationship. They had him, and it's always a boy. The baby's always a boy, and then they break up. So that's the same thing that happened in the save. So she only has 1 child right now. I made her parents, which I had never made before. I made them for this save because I was like, oh, tired of her being by herself. So I made some of her family members, made her mom, and made her dad, and then I made her a younger sister. So Tanisha would be the oldest, and her sister Jania would be the youngest out of the 2. I'm thinking about making her a brother, but I don't know. Right now it's kind of like I'm up in the air about it. Cause like if she had a brother, he could be in the military career. Because in my mind, in my imagination, her dad was in the military, and their mom, in my mind, even though I could do this in the game, but I haven't done it. In my mind, their mother was a nurse. I don't know if her career is her career might be she might actually be a doctor. But in my mind, again, when she met her husband, before they had Tanisha and Jania, she was a nurse. Does that make sense? Okay. So then also, Tanisha's parents also recently had a baby of their own, which is now a toddler. So I'm like, should I keep the toddler? Should I not keep the toddler? I think I'm going to keep it. People have families like that. I think I have a family member like that too. It's like, you know, the older kids are well and grown, have their kids, and then out of nowhere, the parents have kids. And I was like, you have this sibling that's like a year old, but is the uncle or aunt of your child. So I don't know. I might keep the toddler. I don't know. I did put 2 toddler beds in here, so ultimately, I'm gonna keep the toddler. As far as the house is really big. This is nothing new to me. I make big houses all the time. It's a habit, I think. I think it's just because I like big houses, but at the same time, I be trying to downsize it. As y'all can see here, I think we're past it, but it started off a lot bigger than what it is, and so I had to make it a little bit smaller because I was like, oh Lord, I have to decorate this. So it can't be super big. Like the rooms can't be super big, so I need to find a way to make this fit. And then there was a certain way I wanted the house to look. The thing that irritates me about The Sims 4 is like, I understand we don't have cars, even if they never intended, or maybe they was going to do cars further down the line when they first made this. I wish they would have just did driveways, because it's really annoying. Like, to me, at times it kind of fucks up my vision for the house. I want a driveway. Like, what the fuck? People don't always park their fucking cars on the street. Like, why? So that kind of irritates me. I made a driveway, of course, for the house on the lot, but it's just on the sidewalk, the part that I cannot edit, you have this little grassy patch, and it's like it ruins the vision for me personally. Right? It really does. So I was having a little bit of issue with that at first. Eventually I got it. I like the way it looked now. I'm kind of just ignoring the grassy patch, even though I sometimes wish I could just get rid of it. I don't even know if I could do that with the tool mod. I don't know. Maybe I could. Because I know they have the one with you could edit like the different worlds or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe I could do that. I would have to see. I don't fool with that mod a whole lot. Just because a child, I'd be like, I don't want to fuck up my game. But I might have to try that. But yeah. So during the slideshow, because I plan on doing a slideshow at the end of this, I will give like a picture or so, like a family picture of Tanisha and everything. I think I'll do it before I move her sister out. So yeah, so that's the house. I named it Willowport, or I I don't know, it's either I named it this or it was already named this in the game. I don't know. I tend to forget. I do change the lot names a lot when I do builds, and I'll give them like an actual address. But this one was called Willowport Avenue. So again, I don't remember if I did that or if that was just the original name of the game. Either way, it's one of the lots in Willow Creek that's like across the street, if not adjacent, from where the goth house is supposed to be. That's the area we're in. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the household. I did as much as I could and tried to record everything. I'm very sorry about the toddler room and the guest bedroom. I really thought I got that and I didn't. It's probably a good thing, because I think if I would have had that footage excuse me, if I would have had that footage on top of the master bedroom, and I don't even know if I got the closet. And that's the thing too, I recorded the closet, might be in here. The closet footage might be with the master bedroom footage, but either way, if I would have had the toddler and the guest bedroom footage along with the master bedroom and the master closet footage, I think this video would have been a little bit past an hour. So it's probably a good thing it didn't get recorded, but I'm kind of mad about that because I wanted that to be in there, but as far as me reviewing this and editing it, I'm kind of pleased on what I have. It was just that it's just really irritating. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say to you guys. There will be more videos out, and to be honest with y'all, this is going to take a little bit longer than what I anticipated, especially since after 2 or 3 hours of building and decorating, I get really tired. So the videos might take a little bit longer to come out, but they will be out. I have another house. It's another big house, child. That house I will explain to you guys when we get to that video, because the next house I'm gonna do is for one of my celebrity sims, and when I tell y'all I have decorated and redecorated and decorated and redecorated that house like I don't know how many effing times, it's really frustrating because every time I decorated and redecorated, something in the clutter that I put in the house ends up making the lot not work. So I don't know what it is. Maybe because that sim is a mean ass hoe. Maybe the house is cursed. I don't know. It's just every time I decorate and redecorate it don't work. So I don't know. Hopefully after this last time it works. I don't know. But we'll get to that in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and make sure you guys watch the whole video. Please watch the full video. I really appreciate it. It took me days to do this video for you guys. I really hope you guys like it. I hope it inspires you guys. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye guys.